Hello and welcome to the dungeon. My name is Dan and today we're playing Warhammer 40,000 Eternal Crusade. So as I mentioned in my Dawn of War 3 thoughts video, I'm a really big Warhammer 40k fan, really big. I love the lore, I love playing the miniatures game, I love painting, assembling, all that kind of good stuff. And there's a bunch of video games which I have a soft spot for, including this one. So just to get a few basics out of the way, it is a team shooter game, kind of similar to Battlefront 2, bit of an arena shooter, enclosed area, not so much a twitch shooter, probably slower than that. And the reason that it's not so much like that is because the characters have a more weight to them, a bit more health, armor, other ways to improve their durability. So more of a slogger type affair as opposed to just shooting something and it being dead in a second or 2 seconds. You can actually have duels in this game, not like anything separate to normal combat, but I mean you and an opponent can actually fight. You can use your ranged weaponry, you can dodge, you can switch to melee. It's quite a nice way of going about things. Anyway, so right now I have 2 characters that I use. I can, if I want to, get 2 more. There are 4 races in this game, which are the Space Marines, boo, the Chaos Space Marines, woohoo, the Orcs, yay, and the Eldar, boo, big boo, massive boo. I like the Chaos Space Marines. They are a mixture of everything, like the regular loyalist Space Marine scum. The Orcs are fun, but no one plays them anymore. It's really gutting. My Orc is at rank 2, which is pitiful. In terms of ranks, these allow you to get, well, the more experience you get, the more types of advancements you can acquire, which makes you stronger, gives you more equipment, that type of thing. And at level rank 5, you get access to veterans, and these are great versions of various classes. So let's jump into my Chaos Space Marine, and I got various different loadouts for him. Which is the bolter, the Storm Bolter is a good medium range shooting affair, and you have various other ones here. Now because I can't control when I'll get into a match, what I'll do is I'll go to battle now and see how long it takes for me to join one. If it takes a while, I'll keep on talking about other stuff. If I'll go into one straight away, then we'll play straight away. Okay, so it's taking a while, and that is an issue. Now player count is a factor with this game. It has been on the decline, which is somewhat of a shame, but it's understandable. 40k is still a little niche, and this game came out a couple of years ago. I think it came out of early access just last year. In fact, we're about to play a game now, so we're going to kill some loyalist scum. Awesome. Hashtag Horus did nothing wrong. And after this game I'll talk more about the storefront and advancement and all kind of good stuff. Right, so there's 2 different game modes in this. There's Supremacy and Hold the Line, and they are very similar. They're both about capturing points. However, in Hold the Line it's very linear. You have to capture A before B before C. In Supremacy you can capture any point you want and recapture it. As you can see on the map, the red area is the Space Marine territory and the yellow is the Chaos Space Marine. We are the attacking, so we need to get in there, take hold of a point and secure it for the traitor legions. I am playing a word bearer because they are awesome. The cheerleaders of chaos. I'll go for my standard loadout for now, I think, and I'll show you more throughout the game. So we have 30 seconds before the game begins. These are where we start. We do have vehicles, and I think I will start off in a vehicle because they're pretty cool and they're a fast way of getting across the board. By the way, I can change my squads, but right now I'm in the larger of the 2. So if I go to Alpha and go to Join, and back. And being in squads gives you benefits if you stick with your squad mates. This is not a game this is not a game, and I'm in a great tank here, where if you go by yourself you'll do very well. You might do, but chances are you will die, and quickly. It's all about teamwork. Well, one of my teammates is saying attack C, so I will head to C. Come on, the issue here. I think I'm stuck on a bit of rock. Let's reverse and go. Now you shouldn't hear any voice chat in this since I switched it off, but just so you know, there are a lot of Russians who play this. Now, that's not a bad thing, it's just an observation. In terms of vehicles, you have in this Predator 5 slots. I'm in right now in the main car, but if I wanted to I could switch to my big turret mounted weapon like autocannon, or go for the side heavy bolters. Okay, this is about as far as I can go. I'm not in a great position, so let's see if I can snipe any in my cannon. No. Plenty of teammates, but I can't seem to find any enemy. I'll come back to that. I'll do some more Predator tank action in a moment. These rhinos, by the way, very useful because you can resupply and get health and ammunition. So it's always good having a rhino. Oop, there's a dude. Now he's probably going to kill me because... Run! Get back in here. Okay, I'm back in here. Great. Okay, I survived. Now he has a Predator as well, so we're going to have a Predator off, I guess. The good thing about Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines is they are very similar in terms of how they play and how they look. Shit, my weapon's cooling so I can't use it right now. But I can try and get him. Yep, I got an enemy, which is good. But my tank is about to explode, which is not good. Oh, him again! Just leave me alone! Okay, so he got me in the... Oh, execution! That's fun. Let's try that again on foot. So we have to capture A, B and C. If we do, we get more time. We have to get our yellow bar up to the end of the main bar. That doesn't make any sense right now, I know. But if we actually capture a point, you'll see what I mean. And I hope you like running in games, because if you're not in a transport, there is a lot of that. Okay, someone's suggesting we try and capture A. So maybe I'll do that in a moment. He's got a damn shield. I got an ally. Let's see if I can draw him into fire. Now I'm not quite dead yet. No, I'm dead. I was gonna say I'm not quite dead yet because I can crawl around and hopefully an ally will heal me. Actually no. Predators, sorry, rhinos are quite good because you can park them and use them as a new starting point. By the way, isn't that cool what he said? We come as crows seeking corpses or something along those lines. Yeah, CSM's the best. Okay, here's A. Oh, damn it, my colleague beat me to it. I wanted the glory of that. But I will protect this area while he is having whatever he's doing. Yeah, you can do silly things, should you wish to. Okay, now where is the loyalist scum? I think he's dead. As you can see, we're capturing A. We're almost halfway there. When we get to the full, we'll have A, and we'll get some more time. Friendly fire is something in this game, so watch out for that. And if you should happen to kill an ally, they may decide if they want to punish you by not giving you any XP. And now we have A. So now the yellow bar next to the clock, which has increased, will show you how far we are to win this game. Also, when we capture a point, we can go to these ammo stores and get some more health and ammunition. It's only one per box for the time being, which is a bit annoying, so you have to wait for your allies to get what they need. Okay, I think everyone is leaving A and going on to B or C, so let's do that. Another fun thing about this title is that when you're doing damage to an enemy and one of your allies finishes them off, you still might get some XP as well. It's called an assist bonus. Okay, I think B is going to be tricky at the moment, but we'll do our best. Can I capture it? It's already been captured. So let's defend. Yeah, the Space Marine is going to hit us quite hard in a moment. In fact, I can see on my radar, which is useful, there's a red spot coming up. They have a lot of shields in this game. Shields make a lot of ranged weaponry ineffective. And we don't get them as Chaos Space Marines, which is bullshit. Quit shooting at me! Okay, maybe one of my allies will help me. Or maybe not, we'll see. Come on, dude. Ah, thank you very much, Raptor friend. Feeling better, except not really. I can take a health item during my loadout, but sorcerers are even better. Excellent, so we're doing quite well. We've only got one more point to capture, and then as long as we hold them... Yeah, got him. Headshot as well, nice. Someone shooting at me? No. As long as we hold these points, I'll get some more ammunition. We should be alright. So they've got some more transports as well. Unfortunately, my weaponry is very ineffective for transports, but maybe I can get some of their infantry support. Get some more healing. Feeling better. Those big crosses are allies who are down and need help. A skull is someone who you can attempt to execute, should you wish. Die Ultramarine scum! I can try and help him, like so. But that makes me vulnerable, like so. But I do get XP if I should get it off. Okay, back to here again. I shall leave my comrades for now and attempt to try and capture C, or die in the attempt. If you personally are the one to capture a point, then obviously you get more XP. Get out of my way. It can be annoying as well when your allies want to go the same way you do at the same time. Bit of a shuffle and a dance. So, do you see that yellow bar? Slowly, it's progressing. Slowly. Right, is anyone here? Yes, there's another shield. I hate those shields because my weaponry is in effect. Oh, what? Run. Okay. Now my health is down. I have no way to replenish it, but my armor will return. That's fine. What I'll do now is I'll try a different class. I'm not a huge fan of the Raptor because it takes quite a bit of expertise, but I'll show it because if I can get a kill with my Power Fist, it's so cool. And is that an enemy Predator I see before me? That was stupid. Very stupid. I shouldn't have done that. In fact, I think it blew up as I pounded the ground. Very stupid. Now, the Raptor class, and the Heavy class, and the Sorcerer class cannot capture points. So, it's not like you can just be the coolest class all the time. You have to, at some point, be a regular basic troop, because you need them to win the game. Yeah, jumping is pretty cool. Let's see how high I can get. I could wait for the lift, like so, or make my own lift. I'm slamming the ground. Yeah, we captured C, I didn't even notice, but we did that. I think Chaos Space Marines have this game in the bag, personally. I hit him, but he blocked. Yeah, that yellow bar is trundling along very nicely now. So unless we really mess it up, we've got this game. Now look how cool that jump pack is. I mean, extremely impractical, but cool nevertheless. Let's go up here. Apart from when you can't actually get down from a ladder. Fuel is very limited, but it does replenish. Let's go to B again. B is in danger of going back to the Loyalist scum, so let's try and save it. I do have a pistol, which is okay, and I can get plasma pistols should I want to, which are better than okay, much better. Apart from when they overheat. Yeah, as a Raptor, you can determine where you land and potentially do some damage, or at least stun your opponents then and there. You know what? This game might over before I get to show you the Heavy class, and that's one of my favourites. No worries, I am dead. I will forgive my my teammate because he threw a grenade and happened to land on me. Let's see if I can get a Heavy class going before this game ends. Let's go to A, since A is under attack. Now a Heavy is, as you can imagine, a lot slower, but yeah mate, there's nothing here. Quit looking over there. But you get some awesome firepower, and you can hurt vehicles like so, albeit not very much, and there are better weapons than this for this purpose, like multi-melters and las cannons. But it gets the job done. Okay, teamwork guys, well done. Now don't get too close or it will blow up in my face, as I learned from a minute or two ago. Right, what should I do? Let's try and see if we can get... Well, A's been saved already, but let's see if we can reinforce it. Now there isn't a sniper class, at least not for Space Marines and Chaos Space Marines. It depends on the weaponry and what kind of attachments you have to particular guns. Scopes are available for a lot of the rifle based weaponry, like plasma guns and bolters. And we can zoom in somewhat here with the Reaper autocannon, but there's nothing to shoot at. And what this game does, and does well with deliberation, is put lots of line of sight blocking items in the way, such as this big globe here and that one there. I think we've won this. Yeah, we've won. Cool. So we actually have a scoreboard. I only got 5 kills that game, but it was somewhat on the shorter side of things because we were just so damn efficient. And you also get points for things like executions, reviving, assisting, that kind of thing. You get commendations if you have the most of a certain type, so most preserver, most melee downs, so forth and so on. Now I feel like I really should show you another game, but it's a really hit and miss. I do like superiority, which is what we saw just now. Hold the line, which is where you have to defend certain points, and once they've gone, they're gone. It's just not fun, particularly some of the maps where if you're attacking, it's such a huge grind because you have a massive wall, you have the defenders at the top of the wall shooting the shit out of you with their heavy bolters, you need certain tanks to actually blow your way into it, and it's a massive grind. You're just part of the fodder. When you're defending, yeah, I guess it is fun just blasting pieces of people to smithereens, but I don't know, I prefer the going back and forth or superiority. But you can't choose, you have to battle now and hope for the best. Or you can go into world map. And actually play against a specific foe, but I'm not sure if something's wrong because no one seems to be playing in these certain areas. Apart from Chaos Space Marines and Space Marines. So yeah, Orcs are a great fun faction, but no one plays them. Ooh, that brings me on to this. You can do co-op. You can fight against the AI when battling Tyranids. However, no one plays it, so it's really dull, and getting a game of this can be a little tricky. You can, if you want to, play by yourself and just have you wandering around this interior area, just shooting all these bugs as they come for you. Problem with that, as I just mentioned, is it's really dull, and you can do that in better games than this, at least for single player. Co-op is better, but I've played maybe only one game of co-op that I can remember of this particular mode, PvE, and it was fun, but I doubt that'll ever happen again. Also with this, they can do various campaigns where if you play enough games and win, then you'll get points. I think we've got it for now, but I'll have to wait until the end of the campaign to see if I get anything or not. You can go into garrison training and you can actually do some practicing. Nah, can't really be after that really. I'll show you some more loadout stuff. I have access to 2 elite classes. Now these classes, okay, before I go into too much detail, when you're creating a class, you have 1,000 points to use in terms of everything that you want. For example, equipment and health items and armor. So these are the various different guns that I have access to. The plasma guns are quite effective, if a little unreliable. Bolters are standard SMGs. Melter guns are good for vehicles but very slow affecting and short range. Consumables are your basic things like extra ammo, extra health, various types of grenades available. And it's all taken from the game, so by the game I mean the actual miniatures game, so a lot of very familiar pieces here. And if you are familiar with that game, then all of this will be second nature to you, like crack grenade, frag grenade, various marks, and these give you all different benefits too. Now in terms of how you get them, I earn them in the advancement screen. So if I wanted to have no mark, I could do that, or if I wanted to go all Slaneshi like a pro, I could do that. And for example, Slanesh makes you faster, but your armor regeneration is slower. Nurgle, on the other hand, gives you more health, but your stamina is slower. And stamina helps you for things like running and rolling out the way. You can't spend the entire game rolling out the way of gunfire, unfortunately, as cool as that would be. So yes, all the different armors you've got here, Demon Forge, Warp Touched, and so on and so forth. Terminator armor, I'm afraid, is not yet in the game, but we can hope. Cosmetics, so let's talk about how you pay for the game. So this game is now free to play. When I first got it, I can't remember, wow, maybe 2 years ago, it wasn't free to pay. It was during a sale, and during then it gives you some what's called RTC points, these yellowy gold ones here. With those you can buy cosmetic, not that one, you can buy cosmetic items such as helmets. Like this one costs 3,000. Why you want that one, I don't know, but there you are. If you wanted something with horns on, then that's another 3,000 RTC points. I've spent my RTC points at the moment, so no more for me. I can earn some more with campaigns, but if I really wanted to buy them, I'd have to pay for them. When it comes to cosmetics and DLC, I'm not too fussed really. Yes, Rule of Cool, and that is pretty cool actually, to be fair, but it's not power. You don't pay for power, with one possible exception which I'll mention in a moment. So for example, most of these guns here, in fact no, let's go back to the storefront itself, discard. So most of these weapons here, like this is just another Reaper autocannon, but it requires 10,000 RTC for it. So it's not really different to my regular autocannon, it just looks blingy. As is this mace here, Litany of Wrath. Great name, by the way. Very 40k-esque of them. Now, how you do get more guns is annoying. It's very loot boxy. You can't pay for loot boxes, at least via the RTC. You can... So how it works is, you would buy a supply drop with requisition, which is a different currency. Requisition is earned, RTC isn't. That's the best way to think about it. So all your equipment to boost will come from these, along with regular advancements. So I'll actually get one now and show you what I get. This is the second best type of loot box. I'm hoping for something for my guns. What I'll get instead is grape. So I got a little thing to help boost my penetrating ability for my fist, which sounds great, but what wasn't what I wanted. Elite classes though, these do cost real money. Yep, I can't afford it because I have 0, of course. Now how cool is that? I get to be a possessed. Now possessed in the game, they have their strengths and have weaknesses, but one thing that can't be denied is they look awesome. They are Space Marines who are, as you've guessed, possessed by a demon, and they become this weird hybrid of man and monster. Very cool. What I'll show you as well is some of the elite classes of the other races. My favourite is the Orc. Look at that, look how badass he is. But unfortunately, no one plays Orcs, which is a big shame. Space Marines, Legion of the Damned, that's kind of cool I guess. for a loyalist. Eldar. It's okay, but to be fair, most Eldar kinda look like that anyway, so it's not a huge step up. By the way, Eldar are OP as hell. Of the 4 factions, they get invisibility. Their swooping hawks are also a pain in the A because they can stay in the air and levitate whilst they're shooting down at you. Not to mention a lot of other shenanigans. And they're so quick, you try and shoot them and already they're on the other side of the room. It's massive, massive pain. So yes, this is the Storefront. And obviously all the Eldar get. I mean, some of their guys do look pretty cool, like the Dark Reaper and the Striking Scorpion. I might try Eldar one day. I think very finally is advancements. This is how you upgrade. Right now I have 53. There's still a few things I haven't yet bought because I don't really want them. So things to boost my stamina, things to boost my armor. The Sorcerer class is not a class that I play. That is effectively your healer class. You might have seen previously where purple lightning shoots out and my health is restored. There are also some offensive abilities as well. And as you can see from these lines, you need one before you can get to the other. And also at rank 5 you get access to various sigils which boost your squad mates, which is nice. So yes, this in a nutshell is Eternal Crusade. Oh, also you get challenges, which I think a lot of games are going for now. So if you do a certain thing as a certain thing, you get eventually more requisition points to spend on more loot boxes. Way! It is worth noting as well that Eternal Crusade, the game that we were promised and the game that we got, are 2 very different games. We were promised something more akin to an MMO and one where there'd be a lot more interaction between your teammates as you do various dungeons, a lot more PvE involved. Right now the PvE is very bare bones and it's on there because I think it kinda had to be, and that's all. The most you'll get from this game is PvP. I'm not really much of a online shooter person personally. I like them, but I prefer other types of shooters. I prefer, well, Shadow Warrior 2 is a great example. But this I can get behind, mainly because I'm such a huge 40k fan. And because I like all the armor pieces and killing loyalist scum and Eldar scum and the occasional orc. But on the whole, I'm not a shooter person, but I like this shooter game. Other people probably won't. As I said, numbers have been declining lately. There are a few glitches as well. Sometimes the servers will just die and you'll have to restart. One time, quite recently actually, I was in a Rhino and the person driving it did some kind of weird flippy shit and it looked like the earth was swallowing the Rhino. It was so bizarre, so weird. Another fun thing happened when I was on top of a tall building and I was down and crawling for help. I was going to just, commit suicide in the best way possible by jumping from a tall height, but at the same time that I'm about to fall, one of my colleagues starts helping me, and not the sorcerer type, but the regular just come on get back on your feet type guy, and he starts that as I start to fall, so I fall down to the ground and he's still helping me, he's still giving me a hand up from 50 feet away. It was it was funny. So I think that's really all I can show you for Eternal Crusade. I could start another game, but to be fair, what I showed you earlier is the crux of what you'll get. Obviously there are a bunch of maps, not as many as you'd think. I can't remember how many exactly, maybe 7 or 8, but it's all random and the modes are limited. There's not even a basic deathmatch. It's all about capturing points in one fashion or another. If that's your kind of thing, and you like 40k, and you want to play this game before it becomes officially dead, then by all means give it a try. I've put in about 80 hours in so far. I've enjoyed a lot of it, and I think I'll play some more. So that's all from me. Thanks for watching this video and have a good one. Also, Merry Christmas. Goodbye.